Welcome back. There are thousands of beef producers across this great country, from the rolling hills of Kentucky to the high plains of Wyoming. All of them work together to produce top quality beef. Cattleman to Cattleman reporter Matt Fleck visits Gilroy, California, where one family-run operation shares their perspective on raising cattle.
Nestled at the base of Henry W. Coe State Park near the town of Gilroy, California, you'll find the Bianchi Ranches, a fourth-generation seed stock cow-calf operation.
Our cattle operation is basically a Charolais-based herd. With we got some black Angus bulls we use here and there, and quite a few red Angus bulls on our heifers. But we run quite a few purebred Charolais cows, and then so our base is Charolais cross.
The Bianchis have a deeply rooted history in ranching, going back to the 1800s. Through the years, the Bianchi family has remained a prominent cattle family in the area.
I am the third generation that's been on this ranch. My great-grandfather purchased it. They also had a hotel restaurant in town that was like the major stopping point between here and San Francisco. So it was a really popular place.
Great-grandfather started buying up little pieces and put them together one by one until he ended up with what he had, and then it's just been passed down from generations.
Pretty much only family works here. I mean, when we do some work, the neighbors come if we need to work a bunch of cows and things like that, but otherwise it's pretty much me, my husband, and our daughter Erica that do all the day-to-day things that are going on the ranch. She'd be the fourth generation that's been on the ranch.
The youngest generation of the Bianchis is a vital part of the family operation. Erica found her passion for agriculture through taking care of her own show cattle and by raising goats for local youth to show in contests.
Well, here on the ranch we have a really large cattle operation, and then we also have a goat operation, about 40 does. And what we do with the does is it was kind of started as just a little back burner side project, and it was new and interesting to me because we always knew about the cattle. I mean, I learned all that knowledge from my parents, but until I was probably about 6 or 7, we never had any goats. So it was all learning for me, and my mom are the ones mainly involved in it.
We have about 40 meat goats or boar goats. We raise those. We sell some project goats to kids for fairs. Probably about 10 to 15 goats a year go that way.
So it's cool. When I was in FFA, I took my own goats to the fair, and I was able to win, and I was really proud of that. And then it's cool to go watch other kids that have bought goats from us win and do good with them and enjoy their project.
Showing livestock is a large part of the Bianchi family. Even through their success, Chris Bianchi says they do it for more than the potential to win.
Years ago, we started out, we used to show between 40 and 60 head at a lot of county fairs all summer long in the state. But my daughter, my nieces and nephews are pretty actively still showing. They'll still go to between jackpots and shows, 12 or so shows a year. So we don't show as many as we used to. Before we were doing it, you could make money at being out and showing cattle. Now you do it because you like to do it and to promote the cattle.
We're honored to have a show bull of the year for the Hereford bull, and that was for our region. And then we're also the California beef seed stock producers of the year for the bulls we sell and everything. So we've had a really good year this last couple of years, so we were really fortunate.
I really like working with the show cattle. It's new and interesting, and it's amazing how much I'm still learning. I mean, I've been doing it for 10 years as a junior, and every day I go to a new show and make new friends and get to learn from them, so it's a really cool experience.
For Erica, showing cattle is more than just fun. She says it's an important way to keep her generation involved in the cattle industry.
It's important for the younger generation to get involved because agriculture advocacy and everything else going on right now is a major problem facing agriculture. And if we don't get the next generation more involved, there's going to be no future of agriculture, no feed to feed the world, and no food being developed. So without the younger generations, it's just going to hit a dead end, and there's going to be nowhere to go.
And we're very, very, very happy that she wants to be so actively involved in everything that we do here. She's involved in everything from selection of animals to definitely doing all the work, to processing, to branding. She does most of the branding herself when we brand anymore, so definitely involved in everything. Without them, there'll be nobody else to continue on if there aren't, young kids growing up and wanting to do this.
Engaging the next generation of cattle ranchers is one part of the challenge facing the future of agriculture, but the Bianchis believe the enjoyment of cattle ranching will survive.
That's probably one of the best enjoyments you can get out of doing this. I mean, yeah, we're horseback quite a bit, and that's fun, and the scenery's really nice to look at. But you know, when you're watching those animals grow from the day they're born till the time you ship them, which is 7-8 months later, you're watching an animal grow and how much it's doing. That's probably one of the most enjoyments out of the whole ranch.
I can't imagine doing anything else, to be honest. It's how I grew up.
It's a really good environment. I've learned a lot of things growing up in it, and I just love that I've had the opportunity to grow up in this situation.
Reporting from Gilroy, California, I'm Matt Fleck for NCBA's Cattleman to Cattleman.
Join the Bianchis as members of the National Cattlemen's Beef Association. There's never been a better time to join. If you call us right now and become an NCBA member, we'll send you a free 100 milliliter bottle of Dectomax injectable from Pfizer Animal Health. And if you join NCBA as well as your state association, you'll receive a 200 milliliter bottle of Dectomax injectable. Just give us a call at 1-866-USA-BEEF or email us at c2c@beef.org. But remember, you must join both NCBA and your state association to get the 200 milliliter bottle of Dectomax injectable. We'll be right back.